Ciryl Gane at heavyweight, we have seen him move. We've seen him move. We've seen him be athletic. We've seen him have good head movement and still carry pop and power. We have not seen that from Alex yet. Moving up to a heavyweight, we don't know how he looks carrying the weight. He's not the most light-footed fighter already. And when he fought at 185 and when he fought at 205, he's actually fairly square, and he's fairly kind of like hopping, like stalking almost at you. At 205 and at 185, he was the bigger guy. He was a bigger guy than most of the guys that he fought, you know? So he was able to get away with that. Here, he's not the bigger guy. I believe Ciryl Gane is bigger than he is. And Ciryl Gane having that has better movement. I believe Ciryl Gane will be quicker and will be more explosive. In the strength, I'd say Ciryl Gane is more rounded, well-rounded. I believe his grappling, his wrestling is better than Poatan's.
But if talking about that fight, I think the style here is quite different, right? Ciryl, as you say, is very agile, and Pereira is very stationary. I mean, he moves, but different type. I think, and then he doesn't officially have a wrestling that can respond to Ciryl, but again, we might be underestimate him. Then he might be working on something that we haven't seen yet, and then that we're going to discover in June. So I don't know. I think it's a tricky situation. They both have kickboxer, but Ciryl style is like different and give him an edge on this case.
Cyryl's fast. He's faster than most light heavies, and he's a heavy, really big guy as well. I think that he could systematically break him down. Most likely win on points, but he could do a late stoppage as well. If I was leaning one way, it would be Ciryl Gane on points. If I was leaning a particular way, I wouldn't be surprised if Alex knocked him out though, either. But I would definitely lean more towards Gane on points.
It's just, I hope, Pereira, because he's just got that aura too, and he's just an exciting person to watch. But I don't see that fight being very close for whatever reason. I think Gane's gonna absolutely trash him. That's just my opinion. I could be completely wrong. It's not in a bad way that I'm saying it either. But I don't know. I feel like the card really undersold itself.
I am going to pick Ciryl Gane. Yeah, bro.
You think it's the movement?
I think it's going to be all the things Alex does well. He doesn't have. I think striking for striking, technical striking. Ciryl Gane has the better, cleaner striking. Power for power, I think I'd still probably give it to Ciryl Gane. Movement, I'm giving it to Ciryl Gane. Size, Ciryl Gane.
I see Ciryl more favorite in this fight, honestly. He have a really great footwork. Right now, I really respect Alex Pereira, his power, but I don't know how he will show up in heavyweight division, and I don't know what he will do with Ciryl Gane style of how he move in octagon, because Pereira need to pressure the guy or working on counter-attacks. Ciryl Gane don't give him both opportunity. He just punch or kick and move a lot of fakes.
I think that's going to be the problem. It's the way that Ciryl Gane moves. It's the way that he's constantly in motion, moves his head really well. He's just got a speed advantage, and he's used to taking those shots. Francis Ngannou couldn't knock him out. Ciryl Gane, I watched some clips this morning of him giving Francis a really tough time, landing some good shots. That's why Francis had to wrestle. Yep. I won't belabor it. I think Ciryl Gane wins this fight.
I'm riding with Ciryl Gane. Listen, no, hold on.
let me rephrase that before the Shamas come for me. If I had to make a pick, I'm going to make a pick for Ciryl Gane. Even though I love Alex Pereira, I just feel bumping up to heavyweight. He still has the power, but he just hasn't seen a big man as dynamic as this that can hit you from certain angles. So I'm going to go with Ciryl Gane.
You know, I think Ciryl Gane, just being a more natural heavyweight, and his movement, he's not going to be there to stand still and trade with him. And we saw that with Tom Aspinall, who sits heavy and plants. Alex Pereira's is very similar style, except, you know, the way he punches is different. So I kind of lean towards Ciryl Gane in this one.
I think Alex Pereira is good, but I don't think he, other than the striking, bro, I don't think he doesn't bring all the threats, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think size does matter, but does Alex does produce that power to knock out Ciryl Gane too, and I think that's the key to victory for him. Or chew that leg out. And I wouldn't be surprised on that either. But I'm surprised this fight is that close on that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Ciryl Gane, bro, on this one. I think his movement is problematic, and I think he might go in with a takedown just to kind of throw him off, and then he'll probably start to kind of take whip those knee bars that he likes to do, which I don't think is necessary. But I think a takedown and damage would really make things a lot different.
Yeah.
But Matt, is there any world in reality, not promoter speak, is there any world in reality where Alex Pereira goes out, let's just say he absolutely starches Ciryl Gane, knocks him out in the first round, becomes 3-division champion. Does he now become the greatest of all time? Does he jump over John Jones as the greatest of all time?
I mean, the short answer is no, and it's promoter talk, and I mean, it's pretty simple, and we can just narrow it down to that and be like, you know, that's Dana talking what he's supposed to talk, and cool. No one's really buying it. Maybe I don't know, maybe some Brazilian fan of Alex Pereira that doesn't really watch UFC is buying it or something, you know, but I don't think any halfway knowledgeable person is buying it. But sometimes, like, what gets confused is most accomplished and greatest, you know. And in terms of most accomplished, I mean, I guess if he wins a third title, like, you could make that argument, right? I still wouldn't think it's the case, right? But I could see where you could make that argument, right? He's got 3 titles. No one else ever did it. And, you know, I mean, that's like a Floyd Mayweather. Like, no real boxing historian puts him down as the greatest ever, but is he the most successful ever? Like, by a large margin, he is. So, you know, there's a lot of times when people talk about these greatest ever things, they kind of get them mixed up with other ways of describing their greatness. It's pretty straightforward, you know. Alex is not. I don't think he's going to be considered by anybody who knows much of anything to be the greatest of all time if he goes up and wins this fight. And you know, there might be, like, some people saying, I don't think Dana will even. I wonder if Dana will even say that after the fight if Alex goes up and wins, because it feels to me like he's pumping it up now. But, you know, I don't know how you make that argument. So
Dana's come out and said that if Alex wins a third belt, he leapfrogs John on the GOAT list. Where do you stand on that?
Alex just asked me that directly, and he's big now. So it's like, that's a hard question to answer in front of him when he's that big. And I actually told him no. I told him that I don't think that he'd be the greatest just yet. I think that he needs to, he would need to defend the championship at heavyweight. He's defended 3 times at light heavyweight. Is it 3 times he's defended? Two or 3 times?
Yeah. Well, he lost it and regained it.
Yeah, so it's like he's fought in that title for a lot of times, and I think that he just needs more work. But I do believe that being a 3-division champion is one of the greatest accomplishments ever. But to put him over George St. Pierre or Khabib Nurmagomedov, I don't think quite yet. John Jones, you guys know how I feel about that. So, well, we need Tom Aspinall on the same page with the UFC, because this is where the best heavyweights in the world fight. And Tom Aspinall is one of the best heavyweights. Tom Aspinall is the best heavyweight in the world because he's the world champion. And you want the world champion fighting, right? So, yeah, it's very important for Tom Aspinall and the UFC to get on the same page. And I can't wait for it, because every time Tom Aspinall fights, it's amazing and it's fun. And he's just a beast. And to have a new interim champion after this weekend who will take all of that shine from co-headlining the White House, it would be an amazing time to watch. So yeah, they need to get on the same page.